all your foes. We are God.
Papa Zaku is a trained professional idiot. Do not take anything he says or does serious. Or do. I'm not your dad. Oh! G'day guys, you've caught me. Yes, I'm back from another 2 months spagadical. Shut up. Oh, yeah. I'm back. Let me sit down first. Far out. How you been, guys? How you been? I've been alright. Thought I'd give you a little video just updating this on everything. And life's been life, you know. And I sound pretty much like a broken record in all these videos. Life's what you make it. Life is this, life is that. But it's true. And to be honest with you, it's been really good. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. It's had its ups and its downs and its little turns around. But I'm getting there. And I honestly didn't think I'd be anywhere close to how I feel ever. Now, let's do a little bit of recalling, you know. It's been a good little while since my last video. And I know it was a little while since the last video before that. And I'm trying to do this more often, and I feel like now, more than ever, I'm going to be trying a lot more. I know I say it all the time, so fucking don't hold me to it. But yeah, life's crazy, you know, but I'm taking the right steps and doing the things that I want so that I can get to where I need to be. Now, where do I even start? Oh yeah, that's right. I decided to take a big step, and I decided it's about time I tell you guys as well, because this is me documenting my life and how things go. And yeah, as of about a month ago, I decided to quit smoking, if you know what I mean, jelly bean. I was quite bad for it. It's not even that big of a deal yet. I've only started a month ago, and I'm only fully a week completely off it now. Yay me, a week. I'm pretty proud. If you knew me, or if you do know me, you know that I'm a bit of a bad smoker. I was a very bad smoker. And it's something that I've been trying to stop for a while. But I didn't see a problem with it. I never saw an issue with it. You know what I mean? I thought that it was completely fine. Because I was moderating myself and I was doing the right things, but I was still smoking daily. I'd wake up and smoke, go out and smoke, go hang out with friends and smoke, go home and smoke. It was a toxic cycle, never ending, always continuing. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been there too, because it becomes something that we don't even see as a big deal, especially when you've got way worse drugs out there, and alcohol and coffee and caffeine and all those type of things. We try and make excuses for ourselves, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm not doing that, so it's okay that I do that. But really, shouldn't be doing everything in such heavy doses. It should all be moderation, and that's something that I'm learning now. But to get to the point where I can do things in moderation, I need to go on a bit of a sobriety break and actually learn what it's like to manage sober, because it's been so long. It's been over 4.5 years, if not longer, since I stopped every single day for over 4 years non-stop. And don't get me wrong, I think compared to a lot of drugs, cannabis is one of probably the best things to be taking, but again, it's all in moderation. And as you might have seen through the progress of my videos, I've been trying to find myself, and I feel like this will help me find myself, because after all, it is a climb. In the wise words of Miley Cyrus, it's a climb. And I'm getting there, and I got the right support system, and I'm getting really good friends and family, and ones that I really love and care for, and I'm just doing it for myself, because at the end of the day, it's 95% self-love and for yourself, and 5% self-validation, you know, or whatever those fuckers say. But yeah, I've been doing quite well, trying to plan things I want to do. I feel like I have a lot of plans for what I wanted WeRGod to be. And WeRGod is still my baby, and it's going to take its time to develop in whatever way it will. And yeah, whether it's me doing these little videos here, or hopefully doing some more podcasts in the future, or even just me going and doing little skits and stand-ups and shit like that, because that's what I like to do. And I'm going to get better at that every single time I film. And I honestly believe that I see the progress in these videos, and I hope you do. Hey, I'm actually wearing a shirt this time again, so that's a positive, right? But no, life's actually been good. I've been doing a lot more things I want to do, and as one of the things that I want to do, it's this, you know, because I've finally taken a stand. I'm finally doing what's right for me. I'm sure a lot of you guys might be in the same boats, you know, because I feel for me, we are God after all, you know, we are God, right? That's the whole point of this channel, is showing that we all are the gods of our universes. And sometimes it can be a handful being the god of your universe, especially when you're the leader or the dad or the whatever of your group or your friends or whatever it may be, you know. And I've found that recently I'm getting tired. I do the same thing. I'm always there for everyone. I'm always doing things. And don't get me wrong, I'm a lover, I'm a giver. I'll always be there for everyone. But sometimes you do need a break. Sometimes you do need to focus on yourself. And that's the hardest thing, you know. It's easy to focus on others and stuff, but sometimes it's hard to actually sit there and listen to what you need to hear, what you need. It's easy to tell people what they need, but it's hard to do what's right for you, right? But the first step is taking a step back, realizing. And if people think that you're a cunt or if you're being a dick, then that's on them. Because I still love everyone. I'm still doing everything right for everyone. But I need to do what's right by me, you know? I have friends and family members that are constantly in their heads and constantly think that if I'm not talking to them or communicating to them, I must be mad. But that's not the case. I'm just doing what's right by me. I'm just doing what I think's right, you know? And especially, like, I've started a new job. Again, yes, I got a new job. Because that's the thing, life isn't a nice stable path, you know? It's a freaking wobbly wave of just unexpectancy. It's a roller coaster, it's an adventure. But that's what makes it great. Because you go from one thing to another and then you adapt, you overcome, you improvise, you do all those brilliant things that we've been training ourselves for years. Because the issue is, things happen, you know? Things happen to you, blah, blah, and most times, 9 out of 10 times, something will happen and you'll go into a rut and you'll be like, oh, poor me, oh, I can't believe this, oh no, what am I going to do? But you got to get to that point where you expect anything, expect the unexpected, you know? Because at the end of the day, tough times don't last, only tough people do. And you got to be the toughest, you know? Whether your job fires you or you quit or whatever the situation may be, you got to be ready to get back onto that horse and get up there. And now look at me, I've only been at this new job for a month and I'm a supervisor doing all these things, and trust me, it's exhausting. Especially being back in hospitality, which I didn't think I'd be back in so soon, but it's good. Even if my boss is or the owner is a bit of a freaking narcissist with a God complex higher than my own, which is saying something. But like, you got to do what you got to do, because one day I'm going to be on that same level, hopefully, and I'll be able to prove that you don't need to be a tyrant or arsehole to run a good company. You can do that on your own by being a nice guy, by still being sturdy and all that, but still having fun, still being friendly, still having a heart and understanding of your employees. Because at the end of the day, you're nothing without the employees, right? The employees are what make the company. And that's the same thing, you know, like, I might be the leader of my group or of my friendship or my pack or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, I'm nothing without them. We are God. Not I am God, not you are God. We are God. And it's a beauty once everyone realizes that, you know. I tend to notice that a lot of people, they try and categorize themselves or categorize myself or into these like things, you know. They're like, oh yeah, I'm the this friend and I'm the da 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 and you're the da 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 da. But why do we do that? Why do we have to be thing? We are all the same, just at different paths, you know. There's certain one of us that have lived more traumas at a younger age and have now, because of those traumas, are more stable now. Or there's the ones of us that were real stable younger and now going through things. But like, that's where we all combine and we're all there together to help each other. I know the concept is a bit hard for us to fully get our heads around yet, but as life goes on, you realize that you're more than just one thing. You're more than just two things. You're a fucking billion things. You know, you're not just the stoner character. You're not just the angry character. You're not the staunch character. You're all of them at your own degree. You're going through your life and you just got to realize when you got to do those things. For example, I have this really good mate of mine. I call him Top Gear, right? Because he's no bottom shelf bitch. He's Top Gear. And he's a funny guy, great guy, but sometimes he likes to think that, yeah, he categorizes himself as a character, but he doesn't see truly how beautiful of a human being he is. He doesn't see that, like, he can be all levels of the spectrum, you know? Yeah, he can be the high energy person, but he can also be the low energy person, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that's how things are. As another high energy person, you know, you don't always have two positives. You always have a positive and a negative, right? For the most part, at least. So when he's on his high positive, I'll be on my low negative, but there's nothing bad about that. And when he's on his low, I'm on my high, and we both help ride each other out. And that's how we are with everyone, you know? And that's what I'm learning when I'm building connections and relationships with multiple people and many people is, yeah, you just gotta ride it out. It's not about saying, oh, this straight off the bat, because you can't label things straight off the bat. You got to allow the friendships to bloom and to become their own things, and then you see the true beauty within it. And like I said, it's been a bit hard, especially I've been very in here recently without smoking and stuff, but I'm getting there, you know? It's crazy. Like, I'm sure I'll probably talk about it more in another video, but I might as well recap a little bit. But yeah, I used to be really bad. I was a fucking notorious bong fan. I'd be smoking them freaking every single day, all day, every day. Go to work, on it. Come home, get on it. And I'm sure if you live in Australia like me, you're probably the exact fucking same, right? Because we all do it. But you gotta learn to take those breaks. And that's something I'm finally learning, because I never thought I would. Because I used to think, full send, baby, full send. That's all I gotta do, you know, full send, no regrets. But full sending isn't just about the drinking and the smoking and the partying. Full sending is about sending in everything in your life. Sending your mental health and looking after yourself. Sending your work. Sending everything, you know. Because that way you are the ultimate full sender. It's not just about, yeah, the parties. That's one thing that I'm glad that I learned now, so that I can send the rest of my life into the sunlight and beyond, you know, because that's the goal, you know. We all have these big goals and aspirations and stuff, but we let things put up walls, you know, whether it's the smoking or family or a girl or your mates or fucking work or thing, and then next minute you're in a little box and you're coming up with all these excuses like, fuck! But it's okay. You just gotta learn to take a deep breath, breathe it out, and it'll all be fine. I don't know how silly it sounds. It'll all be fine. I'm sure everyone's always told you that your whole life. It'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. But it will. You just got to believe in it, you know. You got to work for it, because it doesn't just happen overnight. It's an actual mental thing. You have these thoughts like 6 months to a year ago about how you want your life to be. And it doesn't happen overnight. And sometimes you get depressed because you'll go a week and it hasn't happened yet. Or you go a few weeks and it hasn't happened. But it's about the little things you do. The realizations you make from those thoughts. Those things that slowly build to where you are now. And then you get to the point where you're there and you're not even thinking about it anymore. And I'm nearly there, because there's times where I don't even realize it, but I'm still thinking about it, you know? So it's going to take a while. But yeah, like I was saying, I started smoking when I was a bit young, freaking over 4.5 years ago now. And yeah, like I started smoking because I felt like it was the right thing for me. I was going for a lot at the time, not long before that, because as you might be able to tell, I'm very ADHD, I'm very hyper, I'm very, whatever you want to call it. I'm just me, and I'm fucking fabulous if you ask me. But like, a lot of people didn't see it the same way, you know? So my family and people that do care about me but didn't know how to deal with me decided to put me onto Concerta and Ritalin and all those things when I was around 15 or whatever. And they didn't really help me. They slowed me down and they made me a lot more chill at the time, but I was a zombie. And then so when I was coming out of it, I had all this angst and this anger and shit, and it was hard for me to control it. And then fast track a little bit after that, and then that's when I discovered cannabis on my own. and I started smoking it, and I realized that this actually helps me a lot more because I am slower and I am more calm during the days, and that like initial come down isn't as bad, and it's more able to control, which is good. Like, because cannabis, like, it's being used as a medicine now in Australia, and it's legal in a lot of countries now, like, for free use. So it's getting there, but like, it's still, yeah, it has its ups and downs just like any substance. But I've decided, I decided that I'm going to start smoking, and I was doing it for years, and it became a good tool, but it became an anchor, you know, and it became an anchor that was holding me still, but then it started holding me back from what I needed to do. And then it's like, it helped me in a lot of things, but then it also set me back in so many things. A wise friend of mine once told me that we started smoking weed to feel better. Now we gotta stop smoking to do better. And that's what I'm doing. And I do feel the difference. I feel how much more funny and chill and like actual like me that I am. Sometimes it's annoying. Sometimes I'm realizing how much I annoy myself because like I just can't stop, you know? Because at least with the weed it chills you down, it makes you more mellow and stuff, and I'm sure that's what my family loved, because even though a lot of them didn't like how much I smoked weed, they weren't complaining as much, rather compared to when I was off it. And even I've noticed over the last month, yeah, I've had a few more mood swings and a few more things, but I'm getting there. Because again, it is a climb. Miley Cyrus in that fucking song, she knows what she's talking about. That guy gets it. But yeah, it's a hard journey, but it's a worth journey, guys. And I wanted to do this video because I felt like a few people would understand and get it. And like I say, the girls who get it, and the girls who don't. But we're getting there. We all are. And it takes time. It really does. But as long as you have the right things, you know, the right support system, the right mindset, like right after this I'm going to go take my dog for a walk, like, you know what I mean, I'm doing the right things by me, I'm keeping myself busy, I'm doing the right thing. Then all week I'm working, and then I got my sister's birthday next weekend, and I got a family friend coming up, and I got my family coming up from Sydney and stuff. Like, everything will be alright. It's just a matter of time, you know, and time is just irrelevant at the end of the day, because time can be 20 minutes, it can be 20 months, it can be 20 years. It's just how you decide to use that time. Now, anyways, on that note, I've been your host, Papa Zaku, and you've been listening to WeRGod.fm. Hope you enjoyed, hope I haven't rambled your ear off too much, and I hope to hear from you next time. Much love, peace out. Do-do, do-do, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's all, cunt.
Yeah, nah, Steve, mate. I think we did a pretty good job fooling those fuckers. Fucking anyone can talk about fucking how easy it is, but little do they know how much I'm fucking struggling. But hey, Miley Cyrus does have a point. It's a climb, but it's a fucking big one. But it's all good. Keep telling them how easy it is, and they'll be fucking right. Is or nothing. Make sure to like, subscribe, and give me ideas for more content, cunts. Have a good one.